Hi everyone. All right, new art journal page. Well, not so new. It's actually a couple months old, but yeah. So I started with acrylic paint and then just put some distress ink and pumice stone. Just used the pad to swipe right over the top. And these are twinkling H2Os. This is an orange color, and I'm just mixing them up. The more the water permeates the pigments, the more shimmery they get. And this was during my orange phase, so that's why you've seen a lot of orange from me lately. And I'm just using up some of that excess paint that's in there on an iCAD just to get something started. That color's so pretty. It's so sheer and shimmery. And so I dried up those splatters, or spatters, I guess is more appropriate. And this is the Teresa Collins Dictionary stamped by Fiskars and archival ink in jet black. And I use distress ink because sometimes I like challenging myself and finding a way to make things when I know that I can't just be free to use whatever I want. So that's why I use distress ink on top of acrylic, because if you used water it would just all wash away. So I like challenging myself. So I am mixing up some custom color fluid acrylics, and I just used some yellow and a dark orange, and I wanted a lighter orange, so I added some yellow and some white and finally got the color I wanted. And this is the color I used on the iCAD for my friend Pam. And let's see, and that was the Embrace Imperfection iCAD. So I'm just using a dropper to create, well, I used a paintbrush and the dropper to create the circle on the side drips. So then I'm just using up the leftover paint to do some splatters on an iCAD, and I want to say that's the Fabulous iCAD that I had started. And that one's already out. Like I said, this is an old page. And this is some sewing pattern, and I had some dictionary paper, and I am just tearing a circle so that way it will fit inside of this orange circle. And I think I used fluid matte medium because I knew it would reactivate the distress ink underneath. So I don't know why I said that, but there you go. But I did know it would reactivate the distress ink, so it does tinge it ever so slightly. I'm going to go back in with distress ink later anyway. Oh, spoiler alert. So there's the sewing pattern right on top. It's really cool because it's so translucent. Translucent. That's better. And this is some of that fluid matte medium, and I'm putting it in with my water and Pearl X. So it's like a homemade shimmer spray. The Pearl X doesn't have a binder in it like Perfect Pearls does. So if you put it in water and spray it on something, it will come off. You can just like rub it right off. So you have to add some kind of binder, which is, you can use like white glue or, you know, whatever you want. But I used that matte fluid medium so it would spray. And I just created a mask using a piece of that sewing pattern, and I am going to restamp the wings this time in black. I just didn't want to stamp over the clock face, so that's why I stamped it and cut it out. And as you can see, it pulled away the mask on the stamp. And I grabbed for my Stabilo pen, I want to say this is the .88, and started writing, but it wasn't dark enough, intense enough, so I grabbed my micron and went back over it. There's not much I hate more than trying to write on acrylic. It's just so difficult to write on acrylic. Seems like no matter what pen I use, and this acrylic had been long dry by this point, it just never works. So just using some black archival ink right around the edges. And let's see. Just so you guys know, I have about a month left of school, and I'll be done for the semester, and next semester is, I've already got my schedule, and it's going to be a walk in the park compared to this semester. So hopefully I will have more time for creating and sharing with you guys. And yeah, it's my last semester, so I was using some distress ink and just going around the page and darkening up some of the color. And this is some dark blue, I want to say it's phthalo turquoise by Golden acrylic paint, and I went in with that glimmery gold Pearl-X water that I made and just watered it down a little bit, and the gold gave it a cool sheen. So that's cool. Yeah, try watering down your paints with shimmer spray instead of just straight water. It makes them iridescent. It's cool. And I'm just using the leftover to, I think that piece of dictionary paper ended up on my fabulous iCAD as well. So this was all right around that time. It was in the middle of summer. And let's see, what's up next? Oh, so I was watching back some of my videos because it helps me to see what I do right and wrong. And I heard that I say "and" a lot, and that drives me absolutely batty. I was telling my best friend the other day, I was like, oh my god, I say "and", why didn't you ever tell me? That drives me nuts. So if you hear that, my apologies. I'm working on it. So that was Gold Stays On. And oh, see, man, she said it's because you try to fill up your whole video with audio, and she's not wrong. So I just went right around the edges with that Stays On metallic. Then around the whole art journal page with sepia archival ink, just to frame that very edge of that page. And I'm sorry I left drawing footage in, slacker. Then I used the pad. I keep a little ink foam blending thing on the back, so that way I can use my archival inks kind of like distress inks, and I just feathered some color in from the outside just to darken that gold up a little bit. Then a little bit more of the gold spatters, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. So there it is. There's the page. It's not my favorite page in the whole wide world, I'll be the first to admit it, but it was fun to make, and you know, the shimmery paint stuff, that's cool. So yeah, give that a shot. So I will see you all soon. Talk to you later. Bye.